So I trash celebrities when they say stupid stuff. Now I want to give some props when they're saying things that are real. And in this instance, Lil Wayne hits it right on the head. But before that, Mike Tyson dropped a tweet that he eventually deleted where he said, yeah, if white people rioted every time a black person killed a white person, we never get any peace. He had to take it down, but it really is such a true statement, and it's a big part of the reason why the focus is always on, like that individual is the individual that did the jacked up thing. The officer, particularly in the George Floyd incident, he's been arrested. Cool, great. The process has to play itself out, but the world's on fire right now, and Fat Joe and Lil Wayne, they're having a conversation. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not, it's much like the Diddy family reunion thing, I guess, but he's just a Puerto Rican, right? So let's get into this.
So you have a unique perspective. What do you think about what's going on right now with this cop on Big George stepping on his neck and all that?
I think when we see these situations, I think we also have to understand that we have to get very specific. We have to get so specific, and what I mean by that, we have to stop viewing it with such a broad view. Meaning, we have to stop placing the blame on the whole force and the whole everybody.
All of them, like the entire groups. You can't put the onus of one person's actions on that entire group. That's why such a huge focus is on, are you a good person or are you a piece of shit? I know it's so simple. I know it's a very simplistic way to look at the world, but like if you brush away all the accoutrement of race, saying height, and like all the other attributes, you're left with what's hopefully a soul, right? Even the entire body. You do the entire body away, you're left with what one would hope to be a soul, and that soul is a piece of shit or is a decent person. To be as simple as humanly possible, and to attribute all of one person's actions to an entire group really does nothing but build resentment that causes what we've witnessed for the past few days. I mean, the tensions just build because everybody keeps needling that or picking at that scab, as opposed to actually dropping some neosporin on it and fixing it.
Such a certain race, everybody with a badge, and we have to get into who that person is, and if we want to place the blame on anybody, it should be ourselves for not doing more than what we think we're doing.
And boom, 900% increase in black elected representation. The places, these urban spaces were once, meccas for manufacturing and industry, and that created a whole bunch of economic mobility and opportunities for people to, be able to take care of themselves. But due to inflation, due to all these different mechanisms that have been put in place, and a lot of them were traps. Make no mistake. I mean, these traps were set, but they were set by black hands, by ripping the manufacturing away and literally saying absolutely nothing about it. And really driving in all of these different policies, such as the drug war, to, just divide and conquer, baby. And that's exactly what it's been for the past 40 years.
Yeah, we leaving it at the reason why people always ask me, like, why you don't say this, why you don't do that, is because what else am I going to do after that? Some people put a tweet out and they think they did something. Some people wear a shirt, they think they did something.
Yeah, it's empty justice. It really is. And Wayne, let's be real. Some people donate to charities and think they did something. When we've had this conversation on this channel multiple times, charities, it all goes to the overhead. 90%, 98% goes to the overhead. And here you go. Here's a couple of dollars for a basketball court. You know what I'm saying? That's it. that's in it's a game. It is a mechanism. It is rigged without question. But outside of wishing sending condolences to those who lost someone, guys, we this is not a new sensation amongst amongst in these areas, in these communities. And instead of addressing the real problems, that is drug war, the welfare state, the over saying that the terrible schools, the how they sabotage the public schools for the charter school system. There are so many different moving parts to this that it's impossible to nail down. But you have to at least be looking in the right direction. Something that unfortunately, as a collective, culturally, it is antithetical to what those who run the culture would like, would or want. But in this instance, Lil Wayne is spitting facts, man. This is better than the Carter 3.
I mean, what you gonna do after that? Did you actually help the person? Did you actually help the family? Did you actually go out there and do something? So if I ain't about to do all that, then I ain't about to do nothing. I pray for you.
I respect the hell out of that man. I really do. You know what the fun part is that I came across this under somebody who had tweeted, "Well, these celebrities need to hush." See, and that's the fun part. And I 100% acknowledge that I'm doing this too. When they are saying something that you like, you're gonna be like, "Yo, say that, bruh. Yo, this bruh spitting." And when they're saying something that you don't like, you're gonna be like, "Yo, that's trash," you know. So, I mean, it is what it is, but it really, it really reflects upon the person. Like when someone speaks to you, how you interpret it is more important than what even they're saying. Because many times things can be interpreted in a million and three different ways. And so, how you ingest it, how you imbibe whatever information that you're getting it's on you. Not really the speaker, but it's on you and how you decide you want to listen to it.
The follow through is more important than wearing the shirt or talking about it.
Is actually learning about it. What we need to do is we need to learn about it more. If we want to scream about something, know what we're screaming about. We want to protest about something, know what we're protesting about. Because if we want to get into it, I mean, it's a bunch of facts that we think we know that we don't know. So.
Freaking men, particularly in the urban / black community of culture, where disinformation and misinformation is rampant. God, I, I have family members who just don't like me, can't stand me, primarily because I'm honest. And I'm not going to sit there and playing to your lies. I genuinely just don't lie to people anymore. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't like that. But the deal is that the infantilization of urban America and these communities is based around people who have no interest in hearing actual truths that would be beneficial for everyone except for them and who they want. And this is particularly within the elected class. All right. I mean, they're like all throughout urban America. There are these mini monarchies, these families who have amassed a ton of power via basically making sure any dissidents were not only not heard but unwelcomed and sent packing along their way. And most of them did, because guess what? The property values were dropping and declining in communities that were once flourishing, very diverse, end up being overrun. And in many urban spaces, they're overrun by the by people from third world countries who are funneled in for corporate means. That's where the immigration thing really comes in and bites us in the behind, because not only do you have the gig economy replacing the manufacturing economy, you also have tons of wages being undercut by people coming in here from everywhere else to make it in America. Congratulations, we get it. But then when they get here, they bring a lot of those third world tendencies with them, and it continues to drag the property value down. And yet, so I felt that this was a really good conversation between these two guys. And well, at least basically from Wayne. Joe's just like, what? Wait, what you saying? What, bruh? I'm like, yo. Oh my goodness, it's so funny. But either ways, guys, so props to Wayne for being based, as well as shout out to Mike Tyson as well. Because seriously, guys, if you can't sit here on one hand and be the racist that you claim you want to fight. You can't be that thing and then turn around and say, oh yeah, how that thing was terrible when it before it was you, but now that you're the racist, oh yeah, things are better. No, it don't work like that. It really doesn't. But what I know, all the internet stuff. If you liked it, toss it a like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice and want to get videos like this every single day. Share because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and like are the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications and speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? Hey, when I crap on celebrities a lot on this channel, so when one says something that makes halfway sense, I want to jump all over it because you know what? I did like the Carter. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. And until the next one.